see tonight. As a U.S. Navy veteran, I am honored to live in a city that is so rich in military history, specifically naval history. This city's shipyard launched, outfitted, and repaired many of the ships that helped win 2 world wars and is home to our nation's oldest commissioned warship, Old Ironsides. I want to thank the Boston Pops, conductor Keith Lockhart, and all of the performers for what I know will be a magnificent night. Thank you for being part of it. Enjoy this amazing celebration.
So, but do we feed the whole thing live to see?
Yes. And then you don't have to roll on the whole thing. You just need nats if each
Yeah. The different formats.
Yeah, but like, and obviously that one we need, but we also need like some shots of like some other things that they do, just in case Ted writes to it, like other artists or whatever. But yeah, we just feed the whole thing back to them. So now the audio isn't going to be perfect because it's only nats getting to this camera, but I figured out a way to get audio to my truck where I can roll on say like actual good feeds. That's why we're doing time.
to change your. Oh, you said. You can zoom in on that. The station of. Yeah, because at night underneath there, it's literally like 50, 54. It's all daylight. No, just. You will actually you want me to call receipts or?
They said they're already. They said they're just leaving it. It's rolling for hours. They stopped.
Try to remember these words.
Please welcome Leslie Odom Jr., the Soldiers Chorus of the United States Army Field Band, and the Boston Children's Chorus.
Life is wide, pain is wide, love is wide, grief is wide, hope is wide, faith is wide, you are wide. I never knew what we could do together. I think of you and I could smile forever, 'cause we're the song after the storm, yeah, yeah. When hope is gone, what can a heart believe in? You move me on, and I believe that even the birds will sing after the storm, yeah, yeah. Just when you think the walls, when you got to learn to. Just when you're sinking down's when you've got to swim. Hope Hope is the only home we can always turn to. And tonight we are home again, yeah, yeah. She's gonna dry and doors gonna fly wide open. Sky's gonna clear and time's gonna make us strong. But we have the kind of hearts that will not be broken. After the storm, after the storm, after the storm, you feel alone and frightened, but life goes on. I know the sky will brighten. It won't be long after the storm, yeah. And you and I will see a new sun rising. Like birds that fly, there'll be a new horizon. And love is wide after the storm, after the storm. Just when you can't go on, when you got to learn to. When you're sinking down, when you've got to swim. Hope is the only home we can all return to. And tonight we are home again, yeah. She's gonna dry and doors gonna fly right open. Sky's gonna clear and time's gonna make us strong. We have the kind of hearts that cannot be broken. We could do together, but now I do, and I could smile forever. We are the storm, after the storm, yeah.
Tonight, live from the banks of the Charles River, it's the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular with Boston's own Belle Biv DeVoe, Hamilton's Leslie Odom Jr., Grammy Award-winning superstar Leanne Rimes, the Soldiers Chorus of the United States Army Field Band, and the Boston Children's Chorus all join conductor Keith Lockhart and the Boston Pops to celebrate America's birthday, plus a magnificent fireworks display. And now, please welcome your hosts for America's birthday celebration, Jadian Thompson, Amaka Ubaka, and Adam Williams.
Wow, and a good evening and happy 4th of July. Tonight we are celebrating the beginning of our country and the best of it as well.
We're from 7 News, Boston's news leader, and we are thrilled to be with you tonight to be a part of a beloved Boston tradition, the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular.
We're here on the banks of the Charles River to celebrate the birth of the United States.
This party began more than 50 years ago when then Pops conductor Arthur Fiedler and businessman and philanthropist David Mugar teamed up to create a priceless gift for the people of Boston.
And we are joined here tonight with a few 100,000 friends and all of you at home to celebrate July 4th with the Boston Pops on the Esplanade. Some of those friends are famous and very talented. Belle Biv DeVoe, Leslie Odom Jr., and Leanne Rimes, all performing live tonight.
This event is part of a year-long celebration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of our great nation. It's one of several performances by the Boston Symphony Orchestra paying tribute to our country.
The Boston Pops has long celebrated America's independence. What started as a free concert for the city of Boston, led by the legendary Arthur Fiedler in 1929, and became the Fireworks Spectacular in 1974, now brings together more than 400,000 in-person spectators, with millions more joining from their homes across the country and around the world. Each year is a special celebration, and this year is no different, marking Keith Lockhart's 30th anniversary as conductor of the Boston Pops. The Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular is part of the state's year-long celebration of the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution. And what better place to celebrate than right here in the great city of Boston, where it all began with the shot heard round the world. To commemorate this anniversary, the BSO will host a special multi-year celebration filled with concerts and events at Symphony Hall and other local venues that explore America's history, music, and ideals. One piece, one story at a time. And save the date to come back next July 4th for our biggest celebration yet on the Esplanade. The Boston Symphony Orchestra and the Boston Pops celebrate the power of music all year long. From historic Symphony Hall to the Esplanade, to our summer home in the Berkshires at Tanglewood, and classrooms, churches, and community venues across Massachusetts, you can experience incredible music across our great Commonwealth. We are grateful to our presenting sponsor, the Herb Chambers Foundation, and our supporting sponsors, Massachusetts 250, Meet Boston, Biogen, the Mugar Foundation, and the Massachusetts Department of Conservation and Recreation for hosting us on the Esplanade. Thank you for joining the celebration and for being a part of this year's Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular.
I am joined now by Governor Maura Healey. Yeah, and Chad Smith, the president and CEO of the Boston Symphony Orchestra. Thank you so much to both of you for being here tonight with us. We really appreciate it. It is my honor to be sharing the stage with you right now. Governor Healey, to you, let me just ask you, how do events like this help bring the community together?
Oh my God. First of all, happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of
July, Boston. Happy 4th of July, Massachusetts, and to our country. You know, this is iconic, and the reason we get together and we celebrate is because it's about celebrating our freedom. 250 years ago, brave folks came forth in Massachusetts and did something unimaginable and defeated a mighty army and, you know, basically gave birth to the United States of America. It started right here in Massachusetts. So today's about celebrating freedom and American values, and I think it's just, you know, that's something everyone should stand under the same flag and celebrate and unite around in this country.
I love your energy you're bringing tonight, and I want to talk to you about that because the Commonwealth just kicked off its 250th anniversary celebration this spring. Governor Healey, I saw you riding that horse in front of the State House like Paul Revere. I love that. Tell us more about what MA 250 is going to have in store for us this year.
Well, let's just say that Massachusetts is taking the 250th celebration very seriously, and we get the party started a year early because it started here first in Concord and Lexington and the Battle of Bunker Hill. So all year long, you go to Massachusetts250.org. You'll see we've got events that stretch all the way from the Berkshires to across Cape Cod. So many celebrations in so many ways to celebrate this moment, because the fact of the matter is, in every corner of our great state, there is a piece of revolutionary history.
You're right. It's brilliant, isn't it?
That's right. So Massachusetts250.org.
You got it. So Chad, to you, thank you so much, Governor Healey. This event has really become synonymous with the city of Boston, with the 4th. Tell us more in your own words, what makes it so spectacular?
Well, thank you, Jadian. It is such an honor to have the governor with us. Thank you so much. We are so excited about Mass 250th. You know, for us, this is an opportunity for us to really celebrate and come together around this Independence Day. We're proud to maintain this long tradition of presenting a free concert as we strive to serve the people of Boston, across the Commonwealth, and across our region. So as an organization dedicated to service the Boston Symphony and the Boston Pops, it's a special honor for us to produce this iconic event, which we have been doing for 51 years. But it takes months of planning and a big village to make it successful. We couldn't do it without many, many partners, and I want to thank just a few of them. Our presenting sponsor today, Herb Chambers Foundation, and our supporting sponsors, the Massachusetts 250th, Meet Boston, Biogen, the Mugar Foundation, and our friends, our dear friends, Tom and Winnie Faust. So
We also want to thank the Massachusetts Department of Conservation and Recreation for their partnership in preparing this event and their stewardship, wonderful stewardship, of the Esplanade year-round. And lastly, and most importantly, we're grateful to our veterans, our active military service members, right? And to our public safety officials who have devoted their lives to service and keeping us safe.
Governor Maura Healey and Chad Smith with the BSO, thank you both so much.
Thank you.
We're going to go
Jody.
backstage now with Amaku Ibaka, who's standing by with some hometown boys. Amaka, take it away.
Hey, Jadian, I'm here with Boston's own Belle Biv DeVoe. Thank you so much for being with us.
Now you know.
You guys grew up about 6 miles from here in Roxbury. What is it like to be back here performing for the hometown crowd?
My God, yo, Ron, answer that.
Yes, it's a full circle moment for us. 1983, we actually filmed part of our first video, Candy Girl, right here at the Hat Shell. So to be here 4 decades later, performing with the Boston Symphony Orchestra for the 4th of July, fireworks explosion getting ready to happen right now, pun intended.
Okay, we got to talk about your biggest hit. I mean, Poison, it was one of the biggest songs in the 90s. When you guys recorded that record, did you know that it would become the hit that it is?
I mean, we knew we loved the record. We knew that it reflected the Belle Biv DeVoe style that we wanted to emulate. But we had no idea that 35 years later, we'd be performing it with the Boston Pops right here in Boston. So, you know, you just can't, this situation is something you can't even imagine. So
A dream come true.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, we'll have much more for you guys in just a bit. But Adam, for now, I'll send it back over to you guys.
All right, Amaka, still ahead. Guest stars, the Boston Pops. It all continues. Stay with us.
Boston's own Belle Biv DeVoe when we return with more of the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. The Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular is brought to you by presenting sponsor, the Herb Chambers Foundation.
And welcome back to the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. And get ready for some hometown hip-hop. We've got Ricky Bell, Michael Bivins, and Ronnie DeVoe to perform Act Like You Know. Ladies and gentlemen, Bell Biv DeVoe.
All right, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 4th of July. Time for a celebration. Get up off your seat. Come on. Come on. Let's go, y'all. One time. What's up, man?
Bell Biv DeVoe, act like you know. We came to party, get on the floor. Show us the weekend. Go ahead and move your body like you done this before. Put your new dress on, get fly, say hello, girl, 'cause it's a party. And if you're trying to do your thing, oh baby, girl, you know it. Don't hurt your body.
I got you.
Don't hurt nobody.
You wanna have a rendezvous with rendezvous. Shotgun in the coupe while I drive. Whoa. New addition to my rotation. Whoa. While I put your whole face in. Whoa. Pop bottles to the ain't nothing left. See like the M is a BBD. A BLM. Teach you how to play the game, not complain to the ref. So stay in the lane and stay on my step.
I put a hit G1 budget for the DJ. Standing 6 tall buses up the freeway. Sold out tours, you know that boy. With all I saw.
How much that cost?
Rip spinning, I've been winning the money great. Big takers, high body, my honey did it. I don't think of Rod Strick, I think of Mike Bibb. BBD's the tight grip, combination and run, wide grip. Lead singer on the click when the lights hit. Ho, ho, hands up, hands up. Push it up, hands up, push it up.
Bell Biv DeVoe, act like you know. We came to party, get on the floor. Show us the weekend. Go ahead and move your body like you done this before. Put your new dress on, get fly, say hello, girl, 'cause it's a party. And if you're trying to do your thing, oh baby, girl, you know it. Don't hurt nobody, girl, don't hurt nobody.
Boston, make some noise. We love you. We love you. We'll be right back.
And that was Bell Biv DeVoe with Act Like You Know. Now, we know these two people. We've got Boston Mayor Michelle Wu and conductor Keith Lockhart. It's so great to see you both out. You've been on the stage together performing with the Pops, Mayor Wu, some Gershwin, one of my favorites, which was incredible. But let's talk about this 51st year of this spectacular event on the Esplanade. What does it mean to the city? I know the arts are so important to you.
Well, it is an incredible honor to be here with the maestro and all of our amazing guests here. This is such a source of pride, excitement, and community for the city of Boston. The city that started it all, that gave birth to our democracy, and continues to fight for innovation and being a home for everyone every single day.
Thank you, Mayor. Keith, 30 years. Congratulations.
Thank you, I think.
How does that feel?
It feels a little surreal, actually. It's strange to turn around, you know, each year you're just doing the work, and you turn around and you've spent just about half your life doing the work. It's kind of amazing, but I still remember 1995 when I walked out on July 4th and turned and saw the crowd and just saw how many people were hanging on the Boston Pops. It gave me some idea of the incredible reach of music and the incredible reach of this ensemble.
So when you go back to 1995 and then you come right here today, how are things different? What's the change like?
Well, of course, the world is a much different place than it was in 1995. So many things have happened, good things, bad things, challenging things, but through it all, that's what traditions are for. We celebrate that there is still something there to aspire to. And that, I think, is the ongoing message of the 4th of July.
Conductor Keith Lockhart, Boston Mayor Michelle Wu, thanks to you both. Enjoy the show, and thanks for putting on the show. We will go back to Amaka now, who is with some people out in the crowds tonight. Amaka.
250 years ago, the shot heard round the world rang out right here in Massachusetts, igniting and shaping a nation. From Boston to the Berkshires, Massachusetts is celebrating this spirit of independence with events all year long leading up to the 250th anniversary of our country in 2026. MA 250 is a year-long series of events highlighting how Massachusetts helped create a new nation.
For 2.5 centuries, the world has heard the voice of Massachusetts. From the Midnight Riders of Lexington and Concord to the bold signers in Faneuil Hall, this was the birthplace of a new idea, that liberty, justice, and self-rule could light the world. Massachusetts has always stood at the edge of the future, guided by principle, powered by people. In this land of philosophers and poets, of champions and changemakers, we mark 250 years of a Commonwealth that helped shape a country. Tonight, we honor the sound of freedom echoing from town greens to city streets, from fife and drum to symphony. This is Massachusetts. This is America.
We're so fortunate to live in Massachusetts, where so much of this history originated. So for MA 250, we'll be looking to fully celebrate all of our authentic history right here in Massachusetts and have visitors be able to have a really curated experience. You can walk on the same streets, visit the same buildings, experience the same geography that colonial residents did who started the very foundation of our country.
We're home to the first school, library, public park, newspaper, and so much more. We're sitting in a room today in the State House where Paul Revere and Sam Adams laid the cornerstone of the foundation. So that's what we're about here in Massachusetts.
The 250th has already started in Boston. There's some great offerings, great activities. The Commonwealth is doing a great job.
We're going to have Boston Sail 250, which is going to see vessels coming in from all over the world into our wonderful Boston Harbor. We're going to have celebrations in Concord and Lexington. We're going to be finding ways to celebrate every single day.
Even at our earliest moments of history, Boston was always a city that was focused on revolution and change. Even our landscape has changed as you look at how much of Boston has been filled in over time, and yet you can still retrace these footsteps of not only our colonial history, but our proud indigenous history in Boston.
So many of our museums, attractions, nonprofits, historical societies are all plugged in, and we're marrying that with our private industry. So no matter what region you're in Massachusetts, there's a story to tell, and we want to make sure people know them.
Tonight, we celebrate the enduring spirit of a people whose voices, actions, and ideas have echoed across centuries, in word and deed, in struggle and in song. This is Massachusetts. Bold in its beginnings, enduring in its purpose, and forever at the heart of the American story.
So the Boston Children's Chorus is a really special part of tonight's performance, and we are lucky enough to be joined now by their executive director, Andres Holder. I really appreciate you being here tonight.
Thank you so much for having us.
I think it's really magical when you hear children singing. There's something really special and sincere about it. Tell us more about the mission of the Boston Children's Chorus.
Boston Children's Chorus is a nonprofit organization serving children ages 7 to 18. We're a community that comes together joyfully through the power of music to connect across our differences, cultivate empathy, and inspire curiosity in young people about the social experience. We've performed across the city of Boston, the greater Boston region, across this country and abroad, including Canada, the UK, we've been to Australia, we've been to Jordan. It's a really wonderful organization.
Jordan, wow. Yeah, that's incredible. I really love that. So also, tell me your mood, the children's mood. How does it feel to be right here with us right now in this moment?
Listen, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, right? This is something that we are all going to remember for the rest of our lives. The children you'll see on stage represent every single corner of the city of Boston and every single corner of greater Boston. Also, I was really moved by the thoughtfulness of the team at the Pops to include young voices in this historic celebration. We're living through difficult times, and BCC's programming allows space for young people to come together and share their hope and their vision that what they want to live into the future, a more just, inclusive world, and they get to do that and share that with you through their love of music.
Oh, wonderful. And here it is, everyone performing Love Medley, the Boston Children's Chorus.
We're here now with Lieutenant Colonel Domingos Robinson, commander of the U.S. Army Field Band. Lieutenant Colonel, tell us about the chorus.
Well, the Soldiers Chorus is just one of the proponents of the United States Army Field Band. Our job is to perform music, connect with people all across the country and around the world. We do that through playing great music, performing great music, telling stories of service, and honoring our nation's veterans.
You're stationed outside of D.C., but you're from the Boston area. How does it feel to be back home and part of this amazing celebration?
It feels great. I'm from Rockland, Massachusetts. It's about 20 minutes from here. My mom is watching right now, so hello, Mom. And it's great to be here. You know, for us, there's no place we'd rather be than Boston for the July 4th.
And maybe you already covered a bit. What's your favorite part about this event and the members of the chorus? What do they really soak up when they get here?
Well, for one thing, having 400,000 people to perform for is really fantastic. And the other thing is to perform alongside one of the great orchestras in the world.
And I would imagine you feed off that energy. We're talking 400,000 people, the television audience. You've got a lot of eyeballs on you, and you must thrive on that sort of energy.
We do. The Army Field Band and the Soldiers Chorus are amazing musicians, but when they have a huge audience, they take it to another gear.
All right. Lieutenant Colonel, thank you. The music continues here tonight with a tribute to Broadway. Now, the Soldiers Chorus of the United States Army Field Band.
This is the Army, Mr. Jones. No private rooms or telephones. You have breakfast in bed before, but you won't have it there anymore. This is the Army, Mr. Green. We like the barracks nice and clean. You had a housemaid to clean your floor, but she won't help you out anymore. Do what the buglers command. They're in the Army and not in a band. This is the Army, Mr. Brown. You and your lady went to town. She had you worried, but this is one, and she won't worry you anymore. This is the Army, Mr. Jones.
You'll be back soon, you see. You remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I was sent a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody, come on. Da 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 da
from Leslie Odom Jr., Leanne Rimes, and Boston's own Belle Biv DeVoe when the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular comes back. Stay with us.
The Star-Spangled Banner and a military tribute when the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular returns. The Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular is brought to you with support from Biogen, the Mugar Foundation, and hosted by the Massachusetts Department of Conservation and Recreation.
Welcome back to the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. This is a very special year, and one of the reasons is because it is conductor Keith Lockhart's 30th anniversary with the Boston Pops. He's been with them, that's right, since 1995. Over 2,000 concerts performed, Adam.
It's amazing, and so is this crowd, and the energy, and the hats, and the costumes, and all of the accessories. We're going to ask you to get up because for generations, they have brought the spirit of America to life through music. Now, under the direction of conductor Keith Lockhart, the Boston Pops invite you to stand up for our country's national anthem.
Hello, America, and happy birthday. Welcome on this glorious evening to the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. This is a day when we all come together in celebration to acknowledge the freedoms as Americans that we are given and to thank those who have served and sacrificed to preserve those freedoms. Please join the Boston Pops and the Soldiers Chorus of the U.S. Army Field Band as we salute our men and women in the armed services. If you are serving or have served, please stand when your service song is played so that we can give you a little love. The Coast Guard.
and of course all of our veterans. Your service is very much appreciated. Coming up next, Leslie Odom Jr. will join the Pops on stage, and we'll have more performances from Dan Rhymes and of course Boston's own Belle Biv DeVoe when we come back. Stay with us.
Leslie Odom Jr. and the Boston Pops return with a musical classic. Stay with us for more, live from the Esplanade. The Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular is brought to you with support from Massachusetts 250.
Happy 4th of July. We're back on the banks of the Charles River for more of the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. Sam Cooke was inspired to write A Change Is Gonna Come as a powerful song about racial equality and justice. He was compelled to write that song, speaking to his personal struggle and of those around him. Here to perform that anthem of rising up against injustice is actor, singer, and songwriter Leslie Odom Jr.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river I've been running ever since. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but I know that a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard to live but a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will.
What a powerful performance by Leslie Odom Jr., right? And now I'm joined by another powerhouse singer. We've got Leanne Rimes with us.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm so good. Oh, listen to the crowd out there.
The last time you were here was in 2003.
Yeah.
What does it feel like to be back in Boston performing with the Boston Pops live here on the Esplanade?
Oh, this is such an honor always. You know, to perform with Leslie and Belle Biv DeVoe, like all these beautiful people. We're having so much fun, and you know, Boston on the 4th is just magical. So I'm happy to be here.
You won your first Grammy at the age of 14 for Best New Artist, and 30 years later, I mean, you have crossed all genres of music. What keeps you out on stage every night performing? What drives you?
Oh my God, I think, you know, my lifelong love affair with music, and it's not just singing. I mean, for me, it's about connecting. It's about the way I express myself. It's, you know, it's so much deeper than just being out there singing. It's a connection with other people, and I think the older I get, like, the more it's just very meaningful to me. Yeah.
Last message for the fans here, real quick.
Oh my God, happy 4th of July. This is gonna be incredible. Yeah, enjoy your night, everybody.
There you go, it's an incredible night.
Thank you so much.
Leanne.
Yeah.
All right, now joining the Pops on stage performing I Hear America Singing, the Boston Children's Chorus.
More than 400,000 people are lining the banks of the Charles River for tonight's celebration. So stick around for more music, more from the Pops, as the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular continues.
Coming up next, Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter Leanne Rimes on the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. The Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular is brought to you by presenting sponsor, the Herb Chambers Foundation.
man.
Icon. She has captured hearts and grabbed Grammys, performing How Do I Live? Please welcome Leanne Rimes.
How will I get through a night without? If I had to live without, what kind of life would that be? Oh, I need you in my arms, need you to hold you, my world, my heart and my soul. You ever leave, baby, you would take away everything, really in my life. And tell me now, how do I live without you? I want to know, how do I breathe without you? You ever go? How do I ever survive? How do I live without you? There'd be no sun in my sky. There would be no love, no light. There'd be no world for me. Oh, night, baby, I don't know what I would do. I'd be lost if I lost you. If you ever leave, baby, you would take away everything, really in my life. Yeah, tell me now, how do I live without you? I want to know, how do I breathe without you? If you ever go, how do I ever survive? How do I live? Oh, how do I live without you? How do I breathe without you? How do I ever survive? Yeah, how do I, how do I live? How do I live? Oh, how do I live? How do I live? How do I live? Ooh, how do I live?
Thank you. Happy 4th of July, everybody.
One of my favorite songs by Leanne Rimes. What is she doing?
Come on.
Ooh.
It doesn't get better than Leanne Rimes. Give me a break.
Okay, but you're just right there. We're joined by another legendary performer here, Leslie Odom Jr. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
What is it like being back here on stage performing with the Boston Pops live here on the Esplanade?
I don't know how much y'all get around, but people don't do 4th of Julys like this. Y'all do something very special. The fact that we got an invitation to come back just means I hope we get another invitation 10 years from now.
There you go. I'm sure you will. We have to talk about you and your Ehrenberg role in the Head Hamilton, celebrating 10 years this fall. Talk about what that role has done for your career and what it means for the fans out there for you to reprise that role.
Changed my life. You know, all of us that were lucky enough to be a part of a cultural phenomenon like that. I think really the pandemic, the fact that we recorded it for Disney Plus and people got to share it around the kitchen table during the hardest days of the pandemic. People my age, you know, share Hamilton with their parents and their children, you know, so there's very few things that we share across generational lines like that. It's like Hamilton and The Voice, you know, Hamilton and the Boston Pops. There's not much else that we share like that.
And I have to give a shout out for your fit, okay? It's very Hamilton-esque, okay? You got a corset and everything. I love it.
Yeah, I'm celebrating the men, the women, all of it. No, this is Kid Super is the name of the design.
Talk a little bit about any new music on the way.
There's new music on the way. There's new music on the way.
Yeah, okay.
Check back with me in the fall. There's new music.
There we go. And last thing, your family's here. Your wife and 2 kids. Shout out to them. That's special.
Yes, Abel and Lucy and Maggie. My child once removed. Get ready for bed. It's almost bedtime. Fireworks and then bed.
There you go. Leslie, thank you so much. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
A celebration of a patriotic favorite and the return of Belle Biv DeVoe. Coming up on the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. The Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular is brought to you with support from Meet Boston,
and welcome back to the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. Next up, we have a very special spoken word piece commissioned just for this evening. Catherine Lee Bates, born in Massachusetts, lived her life on her own terms. The spirit of her poem, America the Beautiful, embodied the principles of social justice in its purest sense. A trip to Pikes Peak in Colorado inspired her to write the popular and patriotic poem. It was first published in 1895 and later set to music.
And tonight we're being treated to an original new piece narrated by one of Boston's leading actresses, Paula Plum. It tells the story behind the song we all know so well. Here is From Sea to Shining Sea.
My name is Catherine Lee Bates, born 1859. I once told a friend that if I could write a poem people remembered after I died, I consider my life worth living. Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray. I never imagined that my little poem would eventually be known and loved by all Americans. Truth be told, most of my words aren't sung anymore, and their message is all but forgotten. So let me tell you the story behind my song. A song I have written and rewritten just as America writes and rewrites herself. I was born on Cape Cod by the shining sea. When I was 5, President Lincoln was shot. Oh, I'll never forget my mother's grief. How I admire the men of my village who gave their lives for his cause, to abandon slavery forever. To Wellesley, Massachusetts, where a new college for women was being built. And when I was old enough, I entered Wellesley College class of 1880. Katie of 80, they called me. There I discovered a vibrant community of brilliant women, and this would become my intellectual home for the rest of my life. I joined the faculty and started to write, mostly for the joy of it, but also because I needed to tell people what I saw. I saw the factories where children were deprived of body and soul, immigrants cheated and scorned, women who could not even vote. The rich lived in luxury, while the poor, arriving by the millions, grew destitute. Railroads opened the West, but treaties with the original people were broken, leaving them only slivers of land. I wanted to see a different America, immersed in beauty, with liberty and justice for all, as it was meant to be. So, in the summer of 1893, I set off for lured by a summer teaching job at Colorado College, I set off for Niagara Falls. Oh, beautiful America. And I met my close companion, Catherine Coleman, in Chicago, where the famous White City at the Columbia Exposition promised a bright tomorrow. Away, another city presented itself, filled with suffering humanity. That year, America was in the grip of economic depression. Oh, my beloved country, It was hard to see her in such pain. I would later soften those lines, but not my meaning. If America was materially rich but without compassion, we would surely become like every previous empire of history. That's what I thought as Catherine and I traveled on. We sped across the golden wheat fields to Colorado. We rode a prairie wagon to the top of Pikes Peak. Suddenly words were filling my head, stirred by the great mountains to the west and the plains so far below us to the east. But as the 19th century drew to a close, my faith in America would be challenged as never before. In February 1898, an American battleship, the Maine, exploded and sank in Havana, Cuba. Immediately and with no real evidence, our leaders blamed Spain. The war cries, led by Teddy Roosevelt, grew insistent, and in April we declared war. In May, our Pacific fleet sank most of the Spanish Navy in Manila Bay. I wrote articles urging peace. From presidents and politicians to tycoons and poets, myriads of Americans joined the cause. Ours should be the flag of right, not might. But our pleas were for naught. American troops seized Hawaii, took Cuba and the Philippines. After Spain surrendered, Filipinos hoped for independence. But we shot them instead. Those were the very sins our founding fathers opposed when we were England's colony. By 1904, I had revised America the Beautiful again. I changed the chorus to include my deepest wish. Was about to take a terrible turn. In 1911, my beloved Catherine Coleman began a battle with cancer, never complaining, forever noble. And in 1914, a fire consumed College Hall and several other buildings on the Wellesley campus. And by August, the world itself was in flames, as thousands of young men perished in Europe's bloody fields. Catherine was only 57 when she died. And in 1917, my country entered the Great War. How horrible it all was. The destruction, the endless hemorrhaging of young blood. November 11th, 1918, the Yankee division of soldiers from New England heard that the armistice had been signed. Suddenly, the shelling stopped. The fighting stopped. On a hillside in Verdun, thousands of these soldiers stood up and sang, "America the Beautiful." I was told they were weeping. And in 1920, for women came true. What a glorious day. Surely we women would move the world toward peace, justice, and love. Back when my poem, America, was first published on July 4th, 1895, I got $5 for it. People immediately began to sing my words. By the time the official melody was published, there were at least 75 others floating around. But the stirring melody written by composer Samuel A. Ward was the one that became most popular by far, and that's how generations have known and sung it for the years. America filled my heart, my soul, my mind. It became for me all there is to aspire to and fight for, to condemn and to praise. Now, here in my hometown, I rest beneath the sod, but my song is not buried with me. New generations have made it their own, maintaining my hope that America might acknowledge its flaws and honor its most beautiful ideals.
The Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular is brought to you with support from Biogen.
welcome back to the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. I'm here with someone who's been a familiar face to television and film viewers for decades. Please welcome Kurt Russell.
Happy 4th, guys.
Kurt, your family, you have a family connection to Massachusetts and the Revolutionary War. Tell us about that.
It was pretty crazy. A couple of years ago, my son Wyatt and my son Boston, his name is Boston. I won't go to it. Pretty cool name to have for this. They started talking about our family tree, our lineage, and Boston thought it went one way and Wyatt thought it went another way towards this guy named Jason Russell, who had a home in Arlington, which called Menominee then. And it turns out that Wyatt was right. My 8th generation grandfather, who I'm just learning about in the last 24 hours, was his home, the Jason Russell house in Arlington, was the scene of the bloodiest fighting of the day, and he died on his doorstep defending his house. So my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was part of the beginning of the very first day of the American Revolution. I'm pretty proud of that. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Welcome home, Kurt.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you very much. And coming up next, some hometown heroes. They grew up in Roxbury in the Orchard Park neighborhood, and they took the music world by storm. Now performing their hit BBV, I Thought It Was Me, live with the Boston Pops, it is Belle Biv DeVoe.
One, two, 1, 2. I need everybody to get up out your seats out there. It's the Boston Pops Fireworks Celebration. If you're getting the party, come on, get up and say BBD. Say BBD. Say BBD, y'all. We're in the place to be, and it goes. Do that job. 1, 2, 1, 2. Do that job. 1, 2, 1, 2. Do that job. 1, 2, 1, 2. Do that job.
Yo, that goes to the cat. She and I cruise in my love boat. My waterbed kept us afloat. I had to prove my manhood, throw it at the VIP. Head good, understood. I never had my boat rock like that before. Yeah. Felt when we on the spot. Oh, sister's ready to go. She said, sit back and relax. 'Cause I'm running very short. I couldn't hesitate. Check this out right here. We want y'all to come on in with us.
Love y'all. Happy 4th of July.
See y'all again in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Boston Pops.
And they're going to be throwing it back to the 90s to perform their biggest hits. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Leanne Rimes returns. Stay with us for more of the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. The Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular is brought to you with support from Massachusetts 250.
Everybody having fun? So glad, so happy to see all of you out here, and what a perfect night. We are so grateful for the support of our presenting sponsor, the Herb Chambers Foundation. And to all of our supporting sponsors, Massachusetts 250, Meet Boston, Biogen, the Mugar Foundation, and our friends Tom and Winnie Faust. I'd like to also take this opportunity to recognize the generosity of Arthur Fiedler's daughter, Johanna Fiedler, in her gift to promote our 3rd of July rehearsal time. We're also grateful to our longtime partner, the official hotel of the Boston Pops, the Fairmont Copley Plaza, and to the Massachusetts DCR for hosting all of us here on the beautiful Charles River Esplanade. Enjoy the rest. There's a lot more to come.
Welcome back to the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. Hello, everyone. Leanne Rimes became famous at the tender age of 13 with her album, Blue. It was a massive hit, and people started comparing her to country legend Patsy Cline, and that is quite a compliment. The record was certified platinum 6 times and established her as a major country artist.
And now, 30 years later, she's won Grammys and several country music awards. When I was speaking with her earlier, she told me that a piece of her heart goes into every performance, and she loves singing in front of big crowds just like this.
She has sold more than 48 million records worldwide. Now she's performing a song of hope and resilience, promising something better's coming. Everyone, let's do this. Put your hands together once again for country superstar Leanne Rimes.
Something better's coming. Just you wait and see. Something better's coming. It's your job to believe. order to every father's son. It look like it's over and other side has won. But if there's any truth to the greatest prophecy, something better is coming. Just you wait and see. Come on, Boston, here we go. Oh, we'll be dancing on the wall. Yeah, where the music has no way. There'll be no loss and no forgotten. There'll be no words, verses there. No, no, no. So are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? How you people say now? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? How you yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? How you people say now? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? How you yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Well, I know it's easy for our hearts to hide. That's exactly what they want us to do. We've gotta keep the vessel open so the love can keep pouring through. It's till we're dancing on the water. Here where the music has no way. There'll be no loss and no forgotten. There'll be no words, verses there. Come on. Oh, we'll be dancing on the water. Here where the music has no way. There'll be no loss and no forgotten. There'll be no words, verses there. No, no, no. So are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? How you people tell me now? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? How you yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? How you people tell me now? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? How you yeah, yeah, yeah. Something better's coming. Just you wait and see. Thank you, Boston!
Thank you, Leanne. And coming up next, a Boston tradition you don't want to miss. The Pops perform the 1812 Overture, and then we go national for more music and a spectacular show in the sky, all live right here on the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular.
The 1812 Overture, when the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular returns. Promotional consideration and accommodations provided by the official hotel of the Boston Pops, Fairmont Copley Plaza, located in the heart of Boston's Back Bay neighborhood. Special thanks to the Mugar Foundation for supporting the Mugar family fireworks.
Well, if that didn't wake you up, I don't know what will. It's already been a spectacular night out here. Coming up, we have more music from Leanne Rimes, Leslie Odom Jr., and Belle Biv DeVoe.
As well as the Soldiers Chorus of the Army Field Band and the Boston Children's Chorus, and of course the Big Bang, the fireworks show.
A couple of bangs just then, right? Beautiful, awesome job, everyone. Wow, I'm so impressed. When we return, guess what? The whole country joins the party.
Belle Biv DeVoe performs their chart-topping hit, Poison, when the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular continues. For sponsorship opportunities for the 2026 Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular, celebrating the 250th anniversary of the United States, contact Corporate Partnerships on bso.org. Tonight, live from Boston, the Cradle of Liberty, it's the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular, featuring music from Boston's own Belle Biv DeVoe, Hamilton's Leslie Odom Jr., Grammy Award-winning superstar Leanne Rimes, and the Boston Pops, plus a magnificent fireworks display. And now, please welcome your hosts for America's birthday celebration, Jadion Thompson, Adam Williams, and Amaka Ubaka.
And good evening, America, and happy 4th of July. Welcome to the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. We are thrilled to bring you this celebration of America's birthday with a patriotic party from sea to shining sea.
Live here tonight, we'll have performances from Tony and Grammy Award winner Leslie Odom Jr. and Grammy and Country Music Award star Leanne Rimes.
And of course, the famous fireworks finale. But first, Boston's own BBD takes us back to the 90s and their #1 hit, Poison. Here's Belle Biv DeVoe.
Like this, walk your fist like
Girl, I must I see something strange in my mind. You know, let's groove it cause we're running out of time. Velvet DeVoe, tell them say Velvet DeVoe. Relationships we see from the start. Come on, shot. Tell them what to do, bro. Now bullshit. I need a label. One hand up. One hand up. Hands in the air. Hands in the air. Swing it. It's driving me out of my mind. Come on, come on. That's what it's hard for me to say. Can't get it out of my head. Won't move your dead. I take precaution before I step into the fire. You know, cause inside, you know what I say? Your peace is the best thing. The whole wide world, come on, come on. Jesus should drive you right out of your mind. Steal your car, really blind, just beware. She steals, where you going, bro? I'm at the drum. I'm with you. I'm up there. Yeah. Boy, daddy, moving in slow. Looking for a mellow fellow like the boat. Getting paid like so better lay low. Scheming on hunts, money in the whole show. The low pro should be cut like an afro. So what you saying, huh? She's a winner to you, but I know she's at the top. Me and the crew used to do pump your fist. Come on, pump your fist. Come on, pump your fist like this. Are y'all ready to dance? Hey, yo, Shop. What up, Leon? What we gonna do? Listen, you home. You in Boston, right? I need you right down there, right? Come on. I was at the ballpark, shade bait, making them all in that night. Playing the wall, stretching out the thunder, the highs and lows. People when I still clocking them. They was one particular girl that stood out from the rest. But I have power chest. Michael Bivens here. I'm running this show. Now, Big DeVoe. Say what? Now you know. Come on, guys. Put my hands up. Side to side. It's driving me out of my mind. That's right. That's why it's hard for me to find. Shamari. Ronald Roman. I love you. Come on, move your dead. Boston, Massachusetts, Velvet DeVoe, the Boston Pops. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Boston, if you feel all right, let me in say yeah.
All right now. Coming up, Leslie Odom Jr., Leanne Rhymes joining the Boston Pops, and we're not far away from lighting up the night sky. More of the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular coming up.
Up next, Leslie Odom Jr. takes the stage on the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. The Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular is presented by the Herb Chambers Foundation with support from Massachusetts 250.
That's what I'm trying to say. I did too, man. I was like ready to get up and run.
And how about BBD? Come on. Boston's own. And how about these pops? Love you too.
Welcome back with more from the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular. His portrayal of Aaron Burr in the Broadway hit Hamilton was unforgettable. He returns to that role for a limited engagement this fall in celebration of the show's 10th anniversary, and now he is performing one of the musical's most powerful songs. Wait for it. Here is Leslie Odom Jr.
Theodosia writes me a letter every day. Keeping the bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side in Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line. Well, he can keep all the Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes. We keep loving anyway. We laugh, we cry, we pray. If there's a reason I'm by her side, so many you've tried, then I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Grandfather was a fire and brimstone preacher, but there were things that the homilies and hymns won't teach you. My mother was a genius. Father commanded respect, respect. When they died, they left no instructions. The legacy to protect, and death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the sin. And we keep living anyway, we rise and we fall. If there's a reason I'm still alive when everyone who loves me has died, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Gonna wait for it. I know one thing in life I can control. I am an irritable, I am an original. I'm not falling behind or running late now. I'm not standing still, I'm running away. Heavenly faces and endless of it mine. He has something to prove, he has nothing to lose. Heavenly faces relentless, he wastes no time. Hamilton doesn't hesitate, he exhibits no strength. He takes and he takes and he takes and he keeps winning anyway. He changes the game, plays and he raises the stakes. And if there's a reason he seems to thrive and so few survive, and God damn it, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it, wait for it. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. And we keep living anyway. We rise and we forward. If there's a reason I'm still alive and so many have died, I'm willing to, yeah, I'm gonna wait for it. I'm gonna wait for it.
Stay with us for Leanne Rhymes, more from the Boston Pops, and of course, those famous fireworks.
Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter Leanne Rhymes. When the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular continues. Don't go away. Additional support for the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular provided by Biogen, Meet Boston, and Fairmont Copley Plaza.
I'll be able to? Okay. Again.
Okay.
Oh, Mike's hot.
And we're back to the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular.
Joining our party now with the Pops is country music star Leanne Rimes, performing two of her biggest songs for us. Leanne, what are your thoughts about being here for this 4th of July celebration?
Oh, this is magical. I mean, Boston on the 4th of July is so spectacular, and I'm so honored to be back. I was 20 last time I was here. It's been a while, so I'm really happy to be here.
These songs that you perform have been such a big part of your life, Leanne.
Yeah.
Tell us about how special they are to you.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the first song I'm performing is the one that kicked it all off for me. And,
I know it.
And this is my favorite version of this song because I get to perform this with the Pops and this beautiful orchestra. And then, of course, you know, I got to dance on a bar when I was 17 in Coyote Ugly. And so we're going to do a little Can't Fight the Moonlight for you also tonight. So.
All right. We'll stop talking and start singing.
Right.
Leanne, thank you. Now to perform her hit songs Blue and Can't Fight the Moonlight. Take it away, Leanne Rimes.
3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, here am I, sitting here so lonely, so lost I cry.
Thank you very much. Is everybody having a great time? All right, you guys. I want you on your feet dancing tonight. We're going to do a little Can't Fight the Moonlight for you. Here we go.
Under the sky, going with you, and
keep those voices warm, because when we come back, the Boston Pops are going to lead us in a patriotic sing-along. Keep it right here. We'll be right back.
The Boston Pops with a patriotic sing-along when we return. Additional support for the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular provided by the Mugar Foundation and the Massachusetts Department of Conservation and Recreation.
in honor of the 249th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, please rise with your fellow Americans and join the Boston Pops in the beloved music of this great country in a patriotic sing-along.
would not be the 4th of July in Boston without this next piece, written by John Philip Sousa in 1896.
They've got some pipes. Year in and year out, it's become the traditional end to our special celebration on the Charles. So grab your flags.
They got 'em.
Get on your feet for the Stars and Stripes Forever.
Special thanks to the Herb Chambers Foundation for presenting the Boston Pops Fireworks Spectacular with support from Massachusetts 250.